Hi, and welcome to Shift. I am very excited to share with you a story about Abby Stovern and Abby's hats. And with Abby is her mom, April. And Abby has a little business called Abby's Hats. She's 11 years old and in 5th grade. So, how did you start Abby's Hats?
Well, my mom, she bought me a loom during quarantine, and then I watched a YouTube video. Then I made a lot, and then we sold them. And then, yeah.
How did you make them?
On a loom has pegs, and then you wrap the yarn, fold it over. Yeah.
And did you really like that?
Yeah, it was fun.
What was your idea to do with all the hats you were making?
Well, my mom gave me the idea of we could give them to the homeless and cancer patients. And then we had so many, we decided to sell them at farmers markets.
Wow. So how many have you made?
I have no clue.
Probably more than we can count.
Yeah.
Probably 600 or 700.
600 or 700 knitted hats. And have you been to the farmers markets?
Yes.
How did that go?
It went really well.
Wow. How much is one of the hats?
These ones are 25, and these ones are 20. Yeah.
So this is the sparkly one, and you told me you like the sparkly ones,
I like
right?
sparkles.
Yeah. And this one it's kind of a different knit, isn't it?
Yeah. This
And-
one's done on an Addy machine, and this one's done on a loom.
Done in a loom. And then this one is a machine? Wow.
You crank it.
So tell me about bringing hats, or how did you get the hats to cancer patients and the homeless?
We drove there.
You did?
Yes.
Did you actually get to give them to someone in need?
Yeah, when we went to Minnesota Oncology, we one of the patients wanted to see me, so we went back and gave it to them.
Wow. Mom, what was that like?
It was just an amazing experience for both of us. They were very excited to have Abby there, and they were all waiting for her. It just made us feel good. We also, on Martin Luther King Jr. Day, we dropped off a bunch of hats to Minneapolis Children's for their oncology unit. And she's also donated hats to the Women's Homeless Shelter in Hopkins. And she's done numerous other things, different organizations. She's an organization that my company sponsors. We brought hats there. And she is also, we hear of random people that are struggling with cancer. We will mail them a hat with a little handwritten note from Abby.
That is so sweet. So people with cancer, do they get cold?
Yeah.
And they also probably, from the chemo, don't have hair.
Yeah.
So a hat must feel snuggly.
Yes.
How does your hat feel right now?
Too hot.
A little too hot. It's getting a little, warm, but I'm so glad you're wearing it, because even the tassel or the pom-pom is very cool. Yeah. It's got a little zip to it.
Yeah.
So, Abby, where do you go to school?
I go to Orno.
And how has 5th grade been? Yeah. Has it been harder with the COVID?
Yeah, I guess. Also, I don't really like 5th grade or school anymore. It's kind of just boring.
It's boring?
Yeah.
5th grade is boring, everyone, if you remember 5th grade. Well, what are your favorite subjects?
I like math, in lunch, in recess, and 3:30.
Yes.
Yes.
I wondered if you liked math, because knitting it's kind of complicated to me. And you have to count.
You do?
Yeah.
Oh.
So that you like that subject.
Yeah.
So when COVID started, how did you guys go, hey, maybe we'll make hats?
Well, it started, my coworker had been making hats, and I thought, oh, Abby loves crafts. I'll just pick her up a loom and a skein of yarn, and I brought it home, and she quickly watched a YouTube video and taught herself. And then she started making hats, and we had quite a few of them, and we were wondering what we could do with them because we have more hats than we have family and friends. And we were having the discussion as a family about, gosh, maybe we can do something for somebody in need. And we originally started trying to sell some on Facebook, and then donating a portion of each of the hat sales, we decided to reach out to Interfaith Outreach and We Can, since they support the Orono community. And, you know, it just kind of stemmed from there. She taught me how to knit, and I started helping her. And then my husband, he didn't really want to do the loom knitting, but he got this knitting machine, it's called an Addy, and he helps knit the reversible hats.
These ones.
Like that. So show me how it
Fold
Oh,
it up.
I like
Usually
that.
they have different patterns.
Yeah, different patterns for them.
Yeah, maybe this one does.
Kind of, as COVID went
yeah,
on,
this
we
one
didn't
does.
have anything else to do, so we were just
Continue to
making
make
hats.
hats.
Yeah.
And you know, so many people at Trinity also made masks. I don't know if you had inspiration from that.
You know, I don't sew, so I think just giving back during this tough time to see all the people that are struggling, it just was kind of the mission that we were on, where we could help those in need.
How does that feel, Abby, helping somebody else?
Great.
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 Do you feel like satisfied?
Yes.
Kind of, yeah. Is it less boring than school?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. Do you like to talk with other people?
Yeah.
That's pretty good for an 11-year-old.
I like to talk a lot.
Yeah. You like to talk more adult talk?
No.
No.
No. Not really. I like to talk with my friends.
Yes.
Yeah. That. Yeah.
So Abby said she likes to talk with her friends, which, yay. And I think we can all take a lot of inspiration from you for doing this, for reaching out to other people who are in need.
Do you want to tell her about how your hats made it to Florida?
Oh, yeah. My brother skateboards, and there's this series called Grind for Life. And the guy who runs it, he's survived cancer twice. And he also had to get part of his face removed in his eye. And then she went over to him and asked if we would like to sell our hats. And then we brought him to the next competition, and then we sold some.
And he also puts them in his care packages.
Oh, yeah.
So you were at a skateboarding?
Yeah, we were at a skateboarding competition in Florida, and we brought a bag full of hats with us, and he was going to sell some of them. And then he was also putting them in his care packages that he provides to cancer patients. His organization helps pay for travel for cancer patients.
Wow. Who skateboards?
My son, Bennett.
What do you think of that, Abby?
Yes, I also skateboard mother.
Oh, that's
yes.
right. Abby also skateboards, so don't forget that.
Yeah, you forgot about your other child.
That's pretty fun. Do your classmates at school know that you do this?
Oh, yeah, I was on the newspaper, and then my teacher brought it in because she's like, Abby, you never told me about this. And then she saw my face.
So how does that feel to have people acknowledge what you're doing?
good.
Good.
And also, my school like put me on their Facebook page.
Oh, wow. Wow. Well, you know what? You're a very good example for not only other kids, but adults too. And I think part of what a lot of us love to do is use our hands and to help in some way. And you came up with a very new idea to do that. Are you saving for college with some of the proceeds?
No.
No. You're probably buying more yarn.
Oh, no, she does that.
Yeah. Your sponsor. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
So it's almost a whole family affair. It kind of is with Bennett and the skateboarding connection for sure.
Yes, it definitely is.
How has your family done during this COVID time?
You know, I think in a lot of ways it has actually brought us closer together because we've gotten to spend more time as a family and doing some more activities at home. It's been hard, but I'm thankful for what we have been able to do, and we did get a COVID puppy, so that's been good.
What's your puppy's name,
His
Abby?
name is Cruz, and he's so cute and big, and he's my bestest friend.
Oh, that is so fun. Well, we are proud of you at Trinity. We're so proud that you're members and that you're involved. And if you see Abby around, you know it's Hats by Abby. And I bet we will hear more about this as the season gets cold again. Not that we want to think about it, but it will. And until then, can people contact you if they have a...
Yeah, they can contact me via email or Facebook if they're interested, and we can always bring them to you, too, to look. We have boys' hats, girls' hats, women's hats, men's hats, baby hats.
Oh, yeah, those are the cutest.
The little baby hats are cute.
Yeah, but they're more for like infants, like really small infants.
Yeah. Do you make those on your machine?
No, we make them on a loom.
Okay, on your loom. Okay. Wow. Well, thank you for coming and showing us your